availing awards from IIF is a prestigious issue and the glittering program. And also for by bidding awards, you will generate information. So that is most important. How to collect the information, how it is to be presented. All this will give you a good learning. So under this context, IAF has awarding the participants for their performance. There are a lot of categories are there, which our Jain sir will going to give a presentation. So it is a very good opportunity. I request all foundries to participate. See, participation is the factor. See, whether we win the award, don't win the award is a different, altogether a different issue. But participation will bring you knowledge and experience and how to make a presentation preparation. All this will be done. So thanks, Southern Region, for organizing such a good program with Chennai chapter and Shimoga chapter including. First of all, I would like to welcome SR Chairman and Secretary for the program, and Chennai chapter Chairman and Secretary, Shimoga chapter Chairman and Secretary, and all IAF member pan India level. I welcome you for the program. Also, I would like to welcome the speaker for the day, Mr. Mahaveer Jain, who is the Director of Malnad Alike Casting Private Limited, Shimoga. So I welcome you all for the program. Thanks. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you very much, sir, for a good welcome address. Now, moving forward, actually, I'll introduce the speaker for the day. Mr. Mahaveer Jain, a good friend of mine, actually, is an accomplished professional with over 12 years of experience in quality management, business development, and process optimization. He is serving as a Director of Quality Operations at Malnad Alloys Castings Private Limited, where he is lead ISO and API certification initiatives and helped achieve record sales. He is also awarded as Young Foundrymen by IIF. Mahaveer is a certified lead auditor for multiple ISO standards and possesses expertise in statistical analysis, process optimization, root cause analysis, and team leadership. He holds MTech in machine design and is fluent in English, Kannada, Hindi, and Tulu. His career highlights include cost reduction, vendor development, and cross-functional team coordination. Now, we look forward to hear from Mr. Mahaveer.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Benkappa, sir, for your welcome. I'm just sharing my screen. Can someone confirm that my screen is visible and my voice is audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So good afternoon, everyone. It's my privilege to be a speaker today for the annual awards of IIF. I would just like to introduce you how to bid and how to win this IIF awards. Let us start this seminar and presentation with a good note, like it is a good to win awards, but the most important to win together. So that is the motto of Shimoga chapter and Southern region. We have to win all together. So this is a presentation. A little bit introduction about my company, where I come from. I am from Malnad Group Companies, Shimoga. Malnad Alloy Castings is a sand casting foundry. We started in 1985. We have investment casting. We started in 1996. We have Malnad Prime Machining Technologies, a machine shop. We started in 2010. We have ISO 170 accredited enable lab for chemical and mechanical testing, which we started in 2018. Recently, we have started one more foundry called as Sir, I think someone should mute. Okay. With the best wishes of my managing director, YV Madhukar Joy sir, and our executive director, Pratik M. Joy sir, I would like to start today's presentation. So about IIF awards, a general preview. Nomination notification is usually released in the month of June of every year. That is through IIF journal. And generally, the deadline is November 30th of that particular year. The total notified awards for this current financial year is 19, out of which 8 industrial industries, foundry industries, raw material and equipment manufacturers can participate in 8. 5 awards are for individuals and 3 awards for chapter level. So coming to the list, we have foundry levels, Lakshman Rao Kirloskar Award, Gargi for Green Foundry, KR Santanam Memorial Award for Senior Foundrymen, 4S Award for Young Foundrymen, and we have Casting of the Year Award, Vishwamitra Kapoor Memorial Award for Export Excellence. We have award for Applied Research and Innovative Technology. This is for individual. We have 5S Excellence Award for the foundry or industrial level. We have Bhagavati SME, that is small and medium scale foundry award, which is similar to Lakshman Rao Kirloskar Award. And we have Shamax Award for Excellence in Quality. And interestingly, we have this year de facto Robotics and Automation Award. This is for the automation or the robotic implementation, which is a good sign that IIF is supporting and encouraging the foundries and foundry allied suppliers to move towards the automation. And the Foundry Kaizen Awards for the foundry level, and rest is IF Chapter Award, Region Award, and Membership Award. And this year we have 2 more addition, Raw Material and Equipment Supplier Award, which is in the upcoming slides. So coming to the foundry level awards, Lakshman Rao Kirloskar Award, Gargi Green Foundry, Casting of the Year, Export Excellence, 5S Excellence, Quality Award, Foundry Kaizen Award, Bhagavati Award, De facto Robotics. So these are the foundry level awards that we can bid through foundries. Individually, we can bid for the Senior Foundryman Award, 4S Young Foundryman Award, and Applied Research and Innovative Technology Chandran Menon Memorial Award, and the another one is for the best paper, which is going to be selected and presented at IIF conference. Chapter level, we have Membership Growth Award for the IIF chapter and IIF region of the award, and we have Vishwamitra Kapoor Memorial Award for the Chapter of the Year award. So before we go and submit or prepare ourselves for bidding, there are few ground rules or the basics that we have to understand. We should make sure that our IIF membership is renewed up to date. Discuss with your team which award you need to participate. Go through the required points as mentioned in the selection criteria and prepare a detailed for each point. For the each criteria that is mentioned in the each award, you have to prepare a detailed or the evidences. So there are some awards that if you prepare for one, you can participate in two. For example, if you are a small or a medium scale, you can participate in Bhagavati and Kirloskar Award. And before you bid, make sure which category you belong to, small, medium, large. This is already defined in Export Excellence Award criteria. And you should also have that Udyam Aadhar and auditor certificate for that category. Start collecting the records as evidence for each criteria. Udyam Aadhar, financial statements, customer feedback, these are the common requirements for across all the awards. Collect photos wherever possible to gain the confidence of the jury so that just the theory part may not help in convincing the juries. So if you have color photos, to add on to the color photos, specifically geotagging photos would also make a good sense nowadays. Prepare your answers and nomination in PPT with at least one slide per criteria. So this is the best way to prepare ourselves. And from last few years, previously we had to send these CD, pen drive and all. Nowadays it is through email. Make sure the email subject is the name of the award that you are applying for. In some of the awards, there are criteria or condition that jury may visit your facility. So make sure you are open for that. And in some cases, like casting of the year award, you may have to share the photos of the casting, and you may have to send the casting to the IIF venue. So we personally, Malnad has some of the customers where we have to take their permission to share their names also. So in such cases, please go through the NDA or please seek your customer's approval before applying to the award. Make sure when you apply, you read the rules and all the award nominations to be in the PowerPoint, and make sure you are attaching the previous awards, customer appreciation, ISO certifications for all or any awards. If they have that criteria or not, don't worry. These are the add-ons, like it influences the jury panel members. These things will have definitely a big impact. And company profile, make sure it is not more than five slides. Uh, in the flight slides, you have to make sure that the main strengths should be focused. Once the award is received, please appreciate the team that support, because I know we have 10 to 15 members working for these awards, and when we go to the IF, two or three people may go and receive it. So it's our duty that we should thank the whole team for their support once we win. Or if we lose also, we should encourage or thank them. So just to have a small brief, Lakshman Rao Kirloskar Award, Bhagavati Award, and 5S Awards. If you prepare for Lakshman Rao Kirloskar Award, you can automatically apply for Bhagavati and 5S Awards, because most of the selection criteria are common in these three. So all the nominations for this award of Kirloskar and Bhagavati SME. Bhagavati SME, the only bottleneck is you should be small and medium. For Lakshman Rao Kirloskar, there is no such criteria. You can be large also, but if you're participating in Bhagavati, you should be small and medium entrepreneurs only. So you should have, this is the mandatory requirement. The nominations should have facts and figures and should have at least 6 color photos showing the excellence in various aspects of the foundry: sand condition, mold making, pouring, heat treatment related. Address each of the above criteria individually with the facts and figures to adequate explain with explanations. So coming to the criteria, the total marks allotted for this award is 100, and the 100 marks is broken down to various criteria. So the first criteria is quantitative improvement for the last 3 years is the first criteria. So what are the evidence that we can give is just, this is just a gist. So you can give with your own experience. We can give this 3 years production criteria, statistics showing continuous growth. We can provide a list and photos of new adopted technologies like semi-automation of molding or mold carousel system implementation, or we can show the process improvement charts and capacity utilization data. So next point is quality improvement, productivity improvement, which is been allotted 5 marks. Here you can give the details of man-hour analysis, Kaizen reports, OE trends, or productivity dashboards. Next is for 10 marks, quality improvements. Here you can include rejection data trends, analysis of last 3 years like internal rejection, customer rejection, and you can provide the Pareto chart, kappa reports, defect concentration data, or you can add photos of some inspection setups, calibration certificates, and third-party quality audit reports. So these are the points that can be added as evidence. So next is energy savings. which has been allotted the marks of 5. The energy audit reports latest would be better. Include before and after data showing the reduction of kilowatt hour per ton, furnace efficiency improvements or fuel cost saving. Provide evidence of solar, wind, LED implementation or other energy saving projects. Basically, in this energy saving, you should have the numerical data that show that you have improved by implementing some of the things. That is the main intention of energy savings. The next is waste reduction. Here you have got a points of 5, wherein we can include the waste reduction data, cost savings, scrap reduction, sand reclamation. We can provide evidence of waste segregation, recycling with photos, mentioning reduction in pollution and cost benefit values achieved. So some of the cases like sand, we can use some of the foundries are using for making bricks, or some of the areas wherever they make pavers. In to keep the pavers below pavers, they are using these foundry sands, and some of the highways they are now having R&D work going on. So these criterias can be used for waste reduction. Next is sixth point is innovative technologies, wherein they have allotted up marks of 4. Here you can give these submit the data of in-house developed tools, R&D projects, including any patents, new products, process trials, or automation improvements. You can also provide photos and outcome of summaries of successful R&D initiatives. So these are the innovative technologies. Nowadays, AI has come. Many of the softwares are coming with AI. Like recently, I had seen that one software about quality, wherein the kappa or PPAP, APQP, all these things can be done using AI. So these things can be added here. Next is process control. New process controls introduced to reduce rework, increase throw output in fettling. So here you can use the describe the new process controls or new SOPs that you have done. Include the rework data before and after implementation of process control in fettling. How much improvement or how much lead time has been reduced. You can provide the photos of fettling station improvement introduced, like some of the cases. If you are having a same product of 100 or 1000 pieces, you can make any fixtures or jigs to improve the holding, all those things in the fettling. Next is benefits by implementation of ERP and digitalization. Almost every one of us are having ERP. We should just showcase how this ERP is helping in digitalization. How we are managing dashboards, automation, and like where are the sales modules, quality modules, auto alerts, or if there is any pending works to be done in the ERP, like we had recently updated our ERP. If there is any mandatory things like pouring entry or mold production entry, if the people doesn't make that entry, the very next day morning, it will pop up. Until that report is entered, it will not allow the particular department to proceed further. So this is the way we can have this engineering controls made in the ERP. Those things can be highlighted. Next is a statutory compliance report for all the departments. Uh, we can have a compliance checklist. First of all, we can present that with Factories Act, factory rules, PF, ESI, Pollution Control Board approvals, fire safety approvals. We can also include here ISO, EMS, OSHA certificates and other third-party compliance reports. And next, 10th point is use of management tools for our overall quality improvements. Like we can provide examples of quality management tools used: statistical process control, failure mode effective analysis, APQP, control plans. We can also include documented results of applying these tools in reducing various or improving consistency. We can attach minutes MOM carried out among the people, and we can also show the training records as an evidence for this. And next is specific marketing strategies, compliance, etc. So here we can show the presentation of marketing initiatives, like wherever we have participated in trade fairs, exhibition. If you had participated in IFEX, that things can also be shown, because IFEX, when you are participating in IFEX, definitely it will have an impact on the jury members. What are the digital marketing initiatives you have taken? What is your export mission? And you can also include your photos, brochures, results for the detailed presentation on the marketing strategy. So 12th is the environment management system and reduction of carbon footprints. This is the new version. The carbon footprint is the new word that has been added since last year. Here, you can attach the pollution control board consents. You can show 14,001 certificate if you have. You can provide the details of initiatives like tree plantation, waste recycling. This waste recycling we have already addressed in the point number 5. So you can use those points again here. And next is we can use most of the foundries are now going to the solar and windmills. So what are those things you have done that can also be shown to reduce the carbon footprints. So coming to the next is safety. Safety, almost everyone of us are addressing the safety requirements like PPE matrix. What are the PPEs required for each activity? We can provide that PPE matrix. We celebrate safety day celebrations. You can show the photos, awards that you have given on the safety days. Many of us have 45,001 certificate. We can show those 45,001 certificate with the hazard identification and risk assessment. It is called HERA, that can be given. And we should also include accident near miss statistics for last 3 years, showing in the reduction trend. It should be in the reduction trend. So next is the implementation of 5S, total quality management, total production management, lean management, etc., which is the 14th point. Here I have mentioned it in the shortcut as 5S and Kaizen. So here we can give the photos of 5S, TPM, dashboards, lean improvements, visuals, include audit checklist, evaluate reports, and recognition certificate. If you prepare the point number 14 in detail, so automatically you can participate with these details in the 5S award. So next is the skill and HRD. So we should we already have these HR policies, welfare initiatives like canteen, medical, housing. We have employee engagement events, like we have training programs, or monthly we will be having some celebrations. Those details can be given. Addition to this, we have 2 more requirements. One is the publication of articles and journals. We have to provide those details, which is also carrying a marks of 5, and we have 3 marks allotted for the awards and recognition received. So most of us will be having. Hello. Hello. Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you're audible.
Okay. So with the awards and recognitions, whatever we have received, that will also carry 3 marks. So we have to have the customer recognition awards or previous IIF awards that can also be presented as a evidence for this. So next award. So hope I am clear with these criteria. Whatever we have prepared, we can participate in Lakshman Rao Kirloskar Award. If we are in large, if we are small and medium, we can participate in both Lakshman Rao Kirloskar Award and Bhagavati SME Award. So Gargi Green Foundry Award. Here there are some mandatory requirements that we have to fulfill. We have to submit the pollution control board consents for air and water. We have to submit copy of half yearly and annual environmental statement submitted to pollution control boards. We have to provide minimum 6 color photos covering the pollution control system, waste management, greenery, energy conservation, and safety initiatives we have taken. And the last is the company profile slide summarizing and goals and achievements. So coming to the criteria, here also we have award for 100 marks. And first criteria is pollution control equipment. So we have pollution control equipments. Almost every one of us are having these dust collectors, water scrubbers, all those things are available. So we have to give the details of them with the capacity of those controlling equipments. So better we have to list down the equipment installed with the technical specification and photograph. And we have to detail the chimney available, dust collector available, water scrubber available, noise acoustic systems available. And many of us fail in one point, that when we are submitting the details, we should verify these pollution control equipment should be minimum meeting the consent requirements. Like chimney, if consent tells some feet, it should be of that feet only. It should be re-verified with the consent before submitting. And we have to list out the records that we are maintaining to ensure the pollution control equipment is effectively working, like preventive maintenance, breakdown maintenance, all those documents should be submitted. And we can also include these stack emission reports, ambient air quality reports. And in some of the foundries, they check daily the light intensity and sound lux, sound levels. Those data can also be provided along with the pollution control equipment details. Second point is for 8 marks, they have given the record keeping. Record keeping, as I already told you, these stack emission reports, water quality reports, ambient air quality reports, lux in that area, and sound levels that can be captured in this. So next is the waste management. Here it is for 18 marks. I as already told you, there are waste management like sand reclamation. The slag is recycled or is provided to the builders. And some of the areas we are using sand, waste sand, or the grinding dust or the short blasting dust for making the pavers or the hollow bricks. So these things can be shown here. How we are managing the waste. Next is MSDS practice. There are a lot of MSDS softwares online where we can download freely MSDS. Which softwares are those things that you are using, you can mention. Or else some of the foundries are having MSDS library, because these MSDS usually never change unless and until it is revised by the manufacturer. So if you have this library, you can show that we are maintaining in the soft copy of all these MSDS, those things. And also you can show the training records for the MSDS, because most of us fail when we tell that we are having MSDS. The problem is we don't train our people how to use this MSDS. So if you give the training record along with this, and if you show your POs are asking for MSDS, these are the add-on points to your awards. So most of us will provide a MSDS. We have. But special cases, we get the candidates telling that we have trained our people. Some cases MSDS will be in English. Our people are in the local language. So we have MSDS upgraded in the local language. All those things can be showcased here. Next is eco-friendly packing. So we have biodegradable materials, recyclable crates or reusable packings that have been using. So you can showcase those things. as the measure of reducing the plastic waste. Next is greenery and plantations. You have to show the photograph, provide the layout or the site map showing the green belt areas with the measurements like built up area versus green ratio. Include the photos of gardens, lawns, trees, and plantation drives. Mention the number of samplings planted annually and maintenance process. So many of us may not have the place to plant the plants in our premises. We may have some environmental day celebrated in nearby schools or in nearby areas or villages. We can showcase those plants. We have planted this much plant and how we are maintaining, how these are irrigated with the waters. All those things can be provided as an evidence for this because it contains 10 marks. Next is the top management commitment to environmental protection in terms of environmental policy and management. So attached signed environmental and EHS policy. This is the first evidence that is compulsorily required for this criteria. We can include 14,001 certificate if we have. We should showcase our EMS objectives, that is environmental management system objectives. We can showcase internal audit reports. We can provide the photos of leadership involving in environmental awareness and review meetings. Like we have safety committee meetings wherein we discuss about environment and health and safety. So these data, minutes of meeting, and photo evidence of environmental day celebrations where our top management people are participating. These can be showcased as an evidence as a top management commitment. Next is digitalization undertaken to reduce the use of paper and improve operations. So this is one thing wherein you can showcase again your ERP, but here we should have some evidences provided like auto mails generated for GRN approval. Many of us use the paper for GRN, which goes from one department to one department by hand. That can be avoided, and you can showcase in the ERP only approval system. We can have the digital MTCs like material test certificates. We are taking printout, giving it in the lorry, and some cases lorry person will lose. Again, we send it through courier. All those things, so we can avoid that. We can provide one portal wherein the customer can log in and download these things. And the best add-on point is we should have a paper consumption monitoring trend. So we should provide an 3 years data how we have reduced paper consumption. That is one of the best point for here. Next is the 8th point, noise reduction. So I already told you we all have these requirements adhered to the Pollution Control Board consent. They may tell that we have to do in 6 months once, 3 months once, yearly once. So we would have done this. Those reports can be given. In many cases, we also have our own noise checking equipment. So we can use that and we can give the logs of that, how we have checked, when we have checked, and what is the frequency that we are checking. All those data and procedures can be given. Next is we should provide an evidence regarding health and welfare of the people. So we can give the list of welfare facilities like ESI, health insurance, first aid centers, clean water, drinking water facilities, because we may not have only one filter facility. We have each departments, we may provide water, all those details with the clean canteen hygiene and water analysis by the external lab. We can provide the data of annual and monthly health checkups that we are carrying out. We can also give the details of vaccination drives, duty doctor details, and some of the cases that we would have taken some special care during the COVID and which we have retained to be followed. Those things can also be shown as an evidence for health and welfare. Next is the Foundry should submit the safety measure that has to be put in place regarding safety and emergency preparedness. Many of us are having 45,001. So we have EPRP, which is Emergency Preparedness Plan. We can provide that details. We can provide the mock drill reports, photos of mock drill, and the details of the mock drill that we have carried out in last 1 year. We can provide the annual mock drill calendars for the next year that we have planned. And we can also showcase our fire extinguisher, sprinkler system, assembly points, and signages that we have in our facility as an evidence. And next is the use of alternative energy resources. It is all common for us now. We are using solar, wind, and we can also mention some hybrid forklifts, e-vehicles, or other eco-friendly transportation initiatives that we have taken. We can include CO2 reduction calculation or awards received for sustainability practices for our foundry. We can highlight any employee initiative program for electric vehicle usage. For some cases like company is providing a vehicle, they may think of providing electric vehicle, or they may think of providing charging points for the vehicles they have provided. So these things will have an impact on the use of alternative energy resources. So this is regarding the second one. Next is very interesting for all the individuals that can participate in this. This is one is the Senior Foundryman Award, and second one is Young Foundryman Award. Here there is one condition that they have put now. Each nominations should be forwarded to HO by the foundry where the person is currently employed. So the top management approved application should go, and this should include the picture of the individual, date of birth, qualification, and certifications, experience period in various organizations. So both of the awards is having common criteria. So first one is for senior foundrymen, you should have minimum 18 years of foundry experience, wherein the criteria for participating selection of this is one is process improvement that has been carried out by the senior foundry person, like what is the yield improvement reports before and after data. If you are providing any yield improvement or process improvement, it is better to have a validated reports for that improvement. Like if you have any yield improvements in the casting, you should have some NDT reports like radiography or MPI or DP or machined or customer feedback telling that the yield improved product is sound enough. So that is the one checkpoint here you should add. Second point is casting layout and methoding. Here the senior foundryman who is applying to the award should have a regular participation in the casting layout and methoding. So he should have a bit knowledge on these parameters. It is not that pattern shop guys only should participate here. There are some cases like cross-functional team may participate in manufacturing process review. When a new product comes, they may suggest that parting line should be taken from like this. You can provide chill here, that those things can be taken as an participation. Next is material substitution. You any examples or evidences of alternate alloys or cost comparison. For example, we may have cases like we are using some artificial defects for non-destructive testing. There is a requirement that we should procure some artificial flaw specimen. Yeah, here it doesn't tell any material. So in the market, people tell you should procure from aluminum, that this base and all. But when we go back to the standards, they never mention any material. So if you use those things, you can also show it as a material substitution. Technology adaptation. I again told you robotics, simulation software, automation trials, and AI can be shown here. Cost reduction, ROI, return on investment analysis, Kaizen taken up and approved. Yield improvement can also be shown as an cost reduction. Next is production and productivity. We have 10 marks again here. Here we can show the growth rate, man-hour reduction chart. What was the tons of production before and what was the ton of production after adopting the technology can also be shown here. Next is energy saving. What are the energy optimization projects you have taken? Here, I would like to emphasize that yield improvements or process improvements can also be taken for the production, productivity, and energy savings. So we can link those points here, because if you improve the yield, say for example, the liquid metal of 100 kg is been reduced to 80 kg, you are saving 20 kg. Again, you are increasing the productivity and you are saving that 20 kg melting time. So that things can be showcased here. The only thing is that we should be able to join those dots. These things will help you to get recognized among the jury members, telling that when we as a part of a jury we see we always try to link it to the one or two back to back. So that is the one thing you can do that by producing the process improvement. Energy saving, productivity can also be achieved. Next is safety and fires. What are the individual person's initiative? Like what is his role in mock drills? What is his role in safety committee meeting? What is his role in the implementation of ISO 45001, 14001? What is his actual role during the training of the people, upgradation of the people, and if there is any near misses or any non-conformities, what is the individual person who is nominated? What is his role for solving those problems can be showcased here. Next is Kaizen and competition. There also we can showcase what is his role in Kaizen and what are the competitions, what are the awards that he has won. Quality improvements, what are the quality improvements initiative that he has taken up based on the audits and inputs from the customer. And the skill development, what is his skill improvements, what is his skill developed, and how he has helped in developing other people's skill. All those details can be provided here. Next is very important. He should be having at least published papers, journals. And next is international exposure, like his exposure in other associations internationally, his visits to other companies or other programs like IIF or other programs, his collaboration, all those details. And last is award and HRD, his certificates of awards he has won. And if he has individually been appreciated by the customers or suppliers, those details can be submitted here. So 4S Polymer Young Foundryman Award, here the criteria is he should be less than 38 years and he should have minimum 8 years of foundry experience. So coming to the criteria, almost same criteria. He should have an evidence of process improvement. Quality improvement should be done. Here you can provide an 3 years defect reduction, audit trends, and material substitution, like trial results of material substitution, cost impact due to material substitution can also be provided here. Technology and adaptation, you can provide the details of automation and design tools that you have made for upgrading yourself. And
Edwin Moses, sir.
sir, please, can you mute admin? Hello.
Yeah, it's muted, sir. It's muted.
Okay. So in the Young Foundryman Award, it is similar to the Senior Foundryman Award. The age criteria is one thing that he should be less than 38 years and minimum 8 years of foundry experience. The criteria are almost same. The only thing is that international collaboration is not in this Young Foundryman criteria. In Senior Foundryman, it has they have the requirement of international exposure. Rest of the things are almost same. So process improvement, you can show your Kaizen, yield improvement, simulation data with the supporting feedback from the end user. That is very important. We cannot tell that 100 kg liquid metal I have saved 50 kg and we have made the casting with 50 kg and we have welded 25 kg. That is not an yield improvement. So we should have an evidence of the soundness. Second is that we should have a yield improvement, quality improvement data, like 3 years defect reduction. What is the individual person's responsibility? That has to be defined here. Material substitution, what are the trials? What is the individual's role here? And what is the cost impact due to the material substitution? That has to be highlighted. Next is technology adoption. Now we can show the automation or design tools. It is not that he has made his own. His ideas for design, adopt technology, adoption, his ideas for automation can also be considered as an evidence. Next is cost reduction. As I already told you, process improvement, quality improvement, material substitution, and technology adaptation. What are the points you have added here? You can consider those points and convert them as an cost reduction with the values of money. How much reduction you have achieved due to the process improvement, due to the quality improvement, due to the material substitution, and due to the technology adaptation. Again, the productivity, you can have the details that you have already prepared for process improvement, quality improvement, and technology adaptation. How these three factors helped you to improve your productivity. That has to be showcased here. And the next one is energy savings. It is common for all. I have already told you in the last 3 slides that whatever the energy savings you have achieved by having a process improvement, by having a technology adaptation, those things can be shown here. But make sure that you should have the values mentioned. In process improvement, you will be providing the presentation or the data in the focus of process improvement. When it comes to the cost reduction, you will provide the data focusing on the value or the money that has been reduced. Now, when it comes to the productivity, your process improvement, quality improvement data will focus on the tonnage of production you have achieved because of this improvement. Now, when it comes to the energy saving, you have considered this process improvement, quality improvement, but the data should be based on the kilowatt hour savings or whatever energy saved. That has to be focused here. Next is 5S and Kaizen. That all of us know what is the individual person's role in Kaizen, what is his individual person's efforts in implementation of 5S. Next is the publications that he has made in the technical journals or the papers, and his involvement in methoding or layout optimization should also be highlighted. And the next is the exposure to the awards. Again, awards from the company, awards from the customers, award from the other agencies like CII or IIF, all those details, or any awards that he has won in the chapter level can also be showcased here. So next is the Vishwamitra Kapoor Memorial Award. I always tell this is the simplest and easiest award that people can apply who are having exports. The only thing we want here is that we should have an data which has been approved by the auditor. That is the only thing. Rest of the things are very easy, and almost every one of us are having these details available. So let's see it. This is for IIF members, foundry, equipment manufacturer, and material suppliers can apply. However, export turnover should be of the products related to the foundry industry only. This is one condition. Next is submit the certificate of plant and machinery investment and the certificate uh, which has been given in the next slide. I have given you the details. So this is the main criteria that has been defined by IIF, and this is the criteria which is applicable for all the awards. Whenever they tell there is three awards with one name. For example, here we have three awards. Export Excellence Award. Three awards will be given under Vishwamitra Kapoor Memorial Award. One is for small scale industry, one is for medium scale, and one is for large scale. So what is the criteria large scale? The proof and the plant and machinery is investment is more than 125 crores, turnover is more than 500 crores, export is more than 40 crores per year. It is large category. If plant and machinery is investment is 10 to 125 crores, turnover is 100 to 500 crores, and export is 15 crores, then it is coming under medium. Small is plant and machinery less than 110 crores, turnover is less than 100 crores, export is 10 crores, then you come under small scale industry. If any industry exceeds the maximum specified plant and machinery or turnover, it goes into the higher category automatically. So there is no necessary for you to come back to IIF, HO, or ask any details. It is mentioned that if your plant and machinery investment is and or your turnover is more than the specified criteria, you will automatically go to the higher slab. Here in this award, you should make sure you are involving your finance manager, because without his involvement, you cannot have this participate in this export award, because some of the documents he has to get it signed by the auditors. Many of us may not be involved in our contact with the financial auditors. So the financial managers are the only people who will have these contacts. So please make sure you are involving finance managers. Before participating, you should have these things: MSME, Udyam Aadhar, small scale industry certificate, include your company profile briefly, include your countries that you are supplying, include all the certificates, awards you have received previously. Most of us, if we are exporting, we would have got awards from our export customer or from the government. So those things can be added here. The important criteria is export turnover growth, 25 points they are given. So we can give a 3 years data or a graph which showing how much export we are doing for the last 3 financial years. Product diversification, they have given 15 marks. We can show that various castings, various sizes, various grades, or various markets that we are supplying, various countries we are supplying, those things can be showcased here. Customer diversification, again, we can give the customers wherever or region wise or different product wise customer diversification. Quality and delivery performance. Obviously, we will have the customer given reports like their supplier vendor reports from our customers that they have given, that can be given here. We can also give the details from our ERP, what is the OTD and what is the quality that we have achieved for the export sites. Market development, how are we developing our marketing strategies in the like participation in the international expos or conferences, or our recent marketing team visits to export countries like other countries, or whatever the new customers that we have added in the last 3 years, that can be showcased here as a market development. Next is certifications. We have almost ISO, whatever certificates we have, approvals we have, that can be showcased here. Hello?
Hello. Mahaveer sir, your screen is gone. It's not visible.
So next is the
Mahaveer sir, your screen is not visible.
yeah, 1 minute, sir. I had some internet issue. Is it visible now?
Not it.
Give me a moment, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, give me a moment. I will change. I will change this. Is it now visible? Just check.
Still not
Yes.
actually, but I think
Yes. Now, yes.
okay, it's visible. It's visible.
Yeah. Sorry, there was some internet interruption. Okay. So coming to this, we stopped at customer diversification, quality and delivery performance, marketing development is completed, certifications. We almost have these ISO certificates when we are exporting. So whatever certificates and customer approvals, in some cases, customer would have approved us, which is also an image. It is equal to ISO that can be provided. Next is we should add an value addition. Whatever apart from foundry, we have in-house machining or any testing facility. We have special packing facilities that can be added here. And what is our future export strategy? How are we planning to go into the new regions that can be showcased here? So these can have an impact. So a small view how these presentations or how we should have the details. So statistical data should be given like this: year wise dispatch in kgs, total dispatch against which what is the export dispatch and what is the percentage to the total dispatch that can be showcased here. Next is overall production in tons to the export. What is our production, out of which what is our export production and what is the percentage of export production that can be given. And next is overall dispatch values we against export values in INR is given. So this is the way we should make the table. And next, this is the important one. This is why I told we should involve finance people. We should have this certificate from our CA, companies chartered accountant. They should approve our values of export, and this has to be submitted along with the award criteria. Next one is casting of the year award. This is open for IIF industrial members. Make sure we have a written approval from our customer before applying to this. As I already told you, we have these non-disclosure agreements signed with the customer. So before applying to this award, we should have a approval in written or through mail from the customer that we are participating in this, and we should tell them these are the condition of IF. We may have to uh, take this casting to the IFEX if required, or else if you have these delivery dates before IFX, then you should mention it in your application that we cannot hold this casting as this is some bigger size or some critical casting. We cannot hold it as there is a customer requirement. We may not be able to bring this casting to the IFX that can be told before in hand. So there is the eligibility is that this award is the casting may be of any metal, end application, size, weight produced using any casting process, but not prototype metal or 3D printed process. Next is there is two categories. One is ferrous, in which cast iron, SG iron or steel casting can be awarded. Next is non-ferrous, aluminum or copper based can be awarded. So next is the criteria. One is that intricacy of the casting. We can have the evidences of drawing, 3D model or simulation screenshots. 3D model by intersection or cutting the 3D model showing how intricate the cores are. That will add on the good impression for the jury. Next is benefits to the foundry and end users. By developing this casting, like many of the critical castings would have been fabricated or some other process of manufacturing can be used. Now, by using this or by producing this, what is the cost you have saved? What is the productivity or the lead time you have improved? How fast the end user is getting this product utilized? Those things should be highlighted. And the third point is unique process capabilities. What is the unique thing that you have used for producing this? How have you validated that your unique process has given a good result? That has to be shown here. Next is contribution to the casting market. What is the customer's feedback? Have you got the repeated orders? Have you replaced your import substitution? And how good your export has been grown because of this quality, because of this casting? That has to be given as an evidence here. These are the conditions that I already told you. If required, the casting will have to be sent to the Foundry Congress venue at the cost of the applicant, may be used for IIF after edition, trade shows, display, or for publications. And there is one more thing that IIF award committee representative may visit to the foundry and inspect the casting if necessary. So these are the conditions of IIF for the award. Next is 5S Excellence Award. I already have touched it. I will just quickly run through it. You should have this IIF membership certificate and 5S manual organization chart. Who is responsible for this 5S? Before and after photos with minimum 5 areas. Waste management, environmental statement, and the proofs of environment conservation and sustainable audits. Prepare the 5S impact dashboard wherein you are summarizing the key matrices like space utilization has been increased after your 5S implementation, housekeeping scores have been increased, waste has been reduced, and morale of the workmen or the people has been increased. These your 5S impact dashboards should have these key metrics with the increasing and decreasing trends. Again, here there is a three category for awards. It is similar to your Export Excellence Award category. And here also IIF team may visit your foundry to evaluate your nominations or may request for the presentation of specific 5S project online from the specific work spot like video conference or video auditing. Here we have criteria like stages completed. What is the 5S roadmap and timeline? Before and after photos of more than 5 areas. You should provide an 5S manual, like what is the procedure checklist that we have implemented for implementation of 5S. Organization structure, who are authorized, who is responsible for 5S, what is the committee, what are their roles, responsibility, authorities, those things. What is the vision and objective of this 5S committee? We should have a display board, slogans, and what is the waste disposal methods and environmental conservation methods that we are following, like disposal process, recycling process, implementation steps like red tag audits or TACAT, all those things can be used here. Now is what are the benefits that we have achieved by implementation of 5S that has to be showcased. And next is the sustainability plan, how we are retaining this 5S, how what are the audit schedule, how are we recognizing the people who have worked towards 5S. All those things can be showcased here. Next is the Shamlax Award. This is for quality. Here we have to add how the quality performance is achieved, like customer complaints, rejection, cost reduction, and quality data for the last 3 years. We can showcase customer evaluation through their audits, rating trends, and customer like supplier or vendor ratings that can be provided here. Process improvements like vendor management, process capability reports, energy management through energy audit reports, per unit output reports for the last 5 years. Shop floor practices like 5 years, Kaizen, total production management, total quality management can be shown here. Employee involvement is also shown here. This is the newest award and interesting award that has been announced this year, like de facto robotics and automation award. Here I don't take much of the time because the award notification itself has given the detailed requirement. What is the criteria? If you go to the notification in your in your WhatsApp, which has been shared a few days back, or in the IIF magazine or journal, they have given you the details. But only thing is that the condition is automation must have run successfully for 1 year post commissioning. If multiple automation projects have been commissioned during the 3 years period from 22 to 25, please select only one automation project for the award. This is the only condition. Rest of the things, as I am running out of time, I will just skip because they have given detailed. Whatever I have presenting here, like 3 columns, they have already given the same way from de facto. What is the criteria and what is the evidence you have to submit. Next is Foundry Kaizen Award. This is also given to the Foundry team. Each Foundry can send only one nomination. This is the rules. The problem identified should not be more than 3 years old. IIF may depute a team to visit your Foundry and evaluate the nominations, or may request for an online presentation from the work spot of the Kaizen done. Here, one condition is that your nominations should not have more than 25 slides for this award. So criterias, problem clarity, which has been given 20 points. You should have data, photos, Pareto requirements. Second is root cause analysis. You should use QC 7 QC tools and you should have a root cause analysis done. Next is what is the solution for the root cause that you have identified? What is the countermeasures? Next is time to implement. Use the Gantt chart and timeline. You can see the image of the Gantt chart, which is used for timeline, time to implement. Next is we should give the detail of the savings. What is the savings that we have done? Next is the sustenance. What is how we are maintaining and monitoring these results are achieved in the same fashion or same manner. Next is how we have taken up the actions for the horizontal deployment, how we are replication this. So there here also I am going to skip here because the notification itself, in the notification it has been clearly mentioned how should we have a 25 slides. For the slide number 1 should be company profile, slide number 2 Kaizen team, 3, 4, 5, 3 slides
for the theme and problem description. Another from 6 to 9, 3 slides on data collection and root cause analysis. Another 3 slides for the Kaizen idea and countermeasures. From 14 to 16, 2 slides for implementation and sustenance. 17, 1 slide for horizontal deployment. 18 to 20, 2 slides for results and benefits, and 1 slide for the Kaizen summary sheet, and from 22 to 25, supporting evidence. So this is already given in the nomination, so you can refer there. Raw material supplier award for the service industries of Foundry. Again, raw material supplier award and the equipment supplier award for the service. Both are having almost same to same criteria. So I will not repeat this again. I will cover it here only. We should have a criteria like main product list has awarded 3 points wherein we can give the evidence of product catalog, applications, brochures, all those documents can be given. Domestic turnover share, we have to give an audited certified breakdown of the turnover at the domestic. Export turnover share also to be provided as an evidence. Sales channels, direct versus dealers ratio should be provided. Manufacturing trading facility details, photos of your manufacturing company, layout, equipments available like master list of equipments, all those documents you have to provide. QA facilities, that is you have at your facility, your in-house laboratory or in-house inspection facilities, all those documents and outsourced activities for your quality can be shown here. Product assurance, batch to batch, how are we controlling the quality? How are our traceability from the batch to batch is applicable and available and maintained has to be showcased. Product manuals, MSDS, how are we preparing MSDS? Here, one thing is that when we talk about the raw material supplier, we can showcase that MSDS is not only provided in English, but we are providing in the local languages for the supplied locations. Say, for example, if you are supplying to Chennai, you are providing in Tamil. If you are providing to Karnataka, supplying to Karnataka, you are giving MSDS in Kannada. Those initiatives can be shown here as a good points. R&D and innovations, whatever the R&D facilities you have, whatever the new products you have launched in the last 3 years can be shown. Digitalization, as I already told you, that ERP automation, and how are you reducing paper waste? How are these MSDS can be retrieved? How are your product guidelines or manuals to use can be procured directly, like in the mobiles through barcode scanners? That's barcode scanners are provided on your product labeling. If they scan automatically, they can read these things in their required language. All those things can be given. Next is quality ethics policy. How are your quality and ethical policies are available? How are you maintaining it? Environmental control measures, how are these followed, like PCB consent and consent requirements? If you have 14,001, 45,001, those things can also be given here. Energy conservation, your green power usage can be shown. CO2 reduction, CO2 carbon footprint reduction can be shown. Technical services like customer training, feedback, because when you provide the raw materials, you should be or equipment supplier, you should train the people who are actually using those products. That is very important. Many a times what happens, your salespersons comes, your technical people come in the shop floor, they orally do that, they don't maintain a record. So if some raw material supplier or equipment supplier have attended this training today, make it a habit of having an training record signed from the people at the shop floor, and feedback is always taken from the top level people, which is only adds and showcase. But if you're really interested to improve your equipment or your service, you should take the feedback from the people who are using in the shop floor. So it happens only when you're training them, they may ask, why should we do so much, why can't we do like this? That things will help you to evaluate. Vendor evaluation, how are your customers, like Foundry has provided you the supplier auditors or vendor rating to you. 5S Kaizen waste reduction criteria, certification and awards that you have backed, like ISO and customer recognition, other HR welfare programs that you have initiated and implemented in your company. These things can be showcased here. The equipment supplier award, almost all the things are same. And with this, I think I'm on time. Thank you. I would like to end this session with a quote that you are born to win, but to be the winner, you must plan to win and prepare to win and expect to win. Thank you.
Thank you, Mahaveer sir. Actually, if audience have any questions. If there's no questions, actually, I'll move forward with the vote of thanks. On behalf of Institute of Indian Foundrymen Southern Region.
Hello.
Yes,
hello.
sir.
I'm Govind here, a mentor for the awards committee. Hello.
Go ahead, sir.
You see, I would like to thank Mr. Jain for the initiative that he has taken and prepared a very good document. I thank him very much. And I only wish that the Chennai and Shimoga chapters had talked about this program 2 or 3 days earlier, so that it could have given wider publicity all over the country for all the chapters and regions. Because I see the attendance of maximum was 31. And we should have had much more number of people attending this. That is one point I would just like to make. Secondly, I'll be discussing some more issues with Mr. Jain personally. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thanks for your inputs. If no more questions, I'll move forward with the vote of thanks on behalf of Institute of Indian Foundrymen Southern Region, Chennai chapter and Shimoga chapter. I sincerely thank our guest speaker, Mr. Mahaveer Jain, for an excellent and insightful session on annual awards of IIF, how to bid and how to win. Your guidance on preparing strong applications and understanding evaluation parameters will surely help our members participate confidently in the upcoming IFX awards. Finally, a big thank to all the participants for attending and contributing to today's program. We look forward actually to meeting you again in our next sessions. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, sirs.